Roger Waters' part to Grantchester Meadows is the one you want to play if you're going to play a solo version, just you and one guitar. He's the one keeping the accompaniment going through the whole song. It's really quite a simple part. We're in the key of E, but he never forms a whole E chord. He starts from this bass position of the 5th string, 2nd fret, and he's going to set up this rocking motion. So in your right hand, you're basically going 6-5, 6-5, 6-5, 6-5 through the whole thing. I use thumb and index finger to do both of those things. Around this shape, he's going to play this. That's the first line of your tab, the introduction. So, starting with this shape, we're going 6-5. I won't even say 6-5, it's the same all the time now. Let's talk about the left hand. It's 2nd fret, then the 6th string and the 4th fret. Now, 6th string and the 5th fret. Now, I like to do it this way, with the little finger coming out and getting this nice cup shape in the left hand. Roger Waters doesn't do that. He brings the 3rd finger up one further fret and then back down again to get this. See? If you prefer to do that, that's absolutely fine. So, understanding our rocking bass, the left hand is going 2nd fret, 4th, 5th, 4th, 2nd, open, 4th, 4th. That takes us to the end of bar 2, then he comes back to the 2nd fret and just stays there for 2 bars. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's the introduction, which carries on for a long time on the original record. I've just included one line of it there. But in the verse he continues the same part. You can hear that the guitar melody is tracking the vocal melody. I see wind of night being gone, this is not your domain. Yeah, that's what we just learnt in the introduction. We're going to take a look at Dave Gilmour's accompaniment part to Grantchester Meadows, and we're going to focus on what he plays through the first 2 verses and 2 choruses. After that, what we get is a long interlude where he's basically improvising. We'll talk about that, but we won't do it note for note. And then we go into a repeat of verse 2 where he goes back to the accompaniment pattern that I'll show you now. So I think if we look at the main part of the song, you'll get the idea of how Gilmour is playing this part, and the rest of it is really improvisation. Alright, we're in the key of E, and where Roger Waters sets up this metronomic kind of ticking rhythm. If you've seen Roger Waters' part, you'll know what I mean. It has different notes in it, but it relentlessly has that tick-tock, 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 tick-tock rhythm. That allows Gilmour to play off the beats. So if Waters' part is going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, Gilmour plays his parts on the ands, which makes it a bit difficult to hear it as we play it, because we don't hear the downbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You see what I mean? It's very difficult to do it and count at the same time. That kind of counter melody, it's actually a melody in harmony with what Roger Waters is singing, but it's all on the ands where Waters' voice is. So let's look at the notes here. First line of your tab, and we're on the 4th string over an E chord. He plays an E major scale on the 4th string. 6th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, 4th fret, 7th fret twice, 6th fret, 4th fret, and then 7th fret of the 5th string. Now notice my fingering here, index, middle, ring, little finger, and then index finger comes down to the 4th fret, and then we're playing out of this shape. Once we get to there, 7th fret of the 5th string, finger change to the 1st finger, and we're going to play this descending run. It's a hammer-on pull-off phrase, 7 hammering onto 9 and pulling off. All on the 5th string. 6th hammering onto 7th and pulling off. 4th and 6th. second and fourth. So the whole of that first line, which I've taken it from the first time round the sequence before the vocal comes in, because as you know, the whole song fades in over a long period of time. Gilmour's playing basically the same thing each time. 1 and 2. What you should find on those hammer-on pull-offs is that the final pull-off, that one, is the first beat of the bar. So it's like 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. If you don't find that you're landing in that rhythm, something's got a bit messed up in the rhythm of your part.